Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy Spivder SRA here with another video, and yeah, welcome back to the channel. This is pretty much what I do now. Anyway, welcome to my qualifying review of Canada qualifying 2019. So it was Sebastian Vettel taking pole position for the first time this season, followed by Lewis Hamilton in P2, Charles Leclerc P3, Daniel Ricciardo P4, and Pierre Gasly P5. And now following on is Valtteri Bottas qualifying P6, Nico Hulkenberg P7, Lando Norris P8, Carlos Sainz P9, and Kevin Magnussen P10. But also, Carlos Sainz will be getting a three-place grid job for interfering with Alex Albon's qualifying lap, or one of his qualifying laps, where he refused to go off the race line. And then it was Max Verstappen, who I will talk about in just a second, qualifying P11, Daniel Kvyat qualifying P12, Antonio Giovinazzi P13, Alexander Albon, P14, and then Romain Grosjean position 15. So anyway, Max Verstappen, I'll go into detail more, but basically what happened was, first I have to do these. Alright, so now we have Sergio Perez, P16, Kimi Räikkönen, P17, Lance Stroll, P18, disappointing day for him, and the two Williams of George Russell, and Robert Kubica. So now, let's get on to the highlights of qualifying. So first we're going to talk about Kevin Magnussen's crash. Now, it was interesting what happened, the crash itself, because what happened was he was just coming out of the final chicane, about to finish his lap, but then he initially got a huge amount of understeer. If you watch the replay, you could just see the amount of front lock he had, but then he just had he had a lot of steering input at one point, and then the rear suddenly just lost its grip, and he spun 180 degrees and went into the pit wall, and Now next we have what happened between Carlos Sainz and Now this is just footage I think we saw screen recorded it actually, so here's Alexander Albon beginning his lap, and you can just see Carlos Sainz right in the middle of the racing. Or nothing Alex can do about it. I'm just gonna call him Alex because why? So next we're gonna talk about Sebastian Vettel's pole. Boy, has it been a while. It has been so long, just so long since or not really that long, but since Bahrain. That was the last time Ferrari actually had a chance against Lewis Hamilton. But anyway, Sebastian Vettel taking pole position, followed by Lewis Hamilton P2, and then Charles Leclerc P3. So now, let's move on to my race predictions. Now, it's going to be interesting, but I do think Lewis Hamilton will beat Sebastian Vettel off the start line just because he's been so consistent with the starts. Consistently good, especially we've seen that against Valtteri Bottas so far this year. And then I still think Charles Leclerc has a lot to prove. I do think he's gonna send it down the inside, but yeah, I don't think Sebastian Vettel is gonna get a good start just because those Ferraris have been struggling with tire temperature. Or actually, that's something you consider later in the race. But yeah, and following them is Daniel Ricciardo. Daniel Ricciardo. Yes, yes, yes. Now I'm a Daniel Ricciardo fan, so obviously I'm gonna be a little bit biased. But yeah, I think he's going to finish today best of the rest just because of his starting position. Although I do believe he will be starting on the super soft, but who cares? I mean, unless something drastically goes wrong, I do think he's going to... or maybe he'll even do his classic dive bomb and send it down the inside and maybe lead the race in a Renault. Boy, would I love to see that as a Daniel Ricciardo fan. By the way, also Pierre Gasly, he's also got a lot to prove, especially pressure from the media. No one has really been praising him, and there's a very good reason for that. He hasn't been doing too well. But then, yeah, so anyway, so these aren't really predictions, but yeah, I think Lewis Hamilton will win it with Sebastian Vettel and Charles Leclerc just behind them. Or actually, I think Sebastian Vettel will finish P2, but then Max Verstappen, I'm going for the podium because he's been very good at the last couple of races here, and he hasn't made a single mistake this season. Know that Red Bull chassis is very good. Um, and on a dirty track, you also need that because you're gonna have that extra grip, and that dirty track isn't gonna be as much of a problem to you as it is to the other competitors. Looking at you, Ferrari. Yeah, they've been struggling with tire temperature so far this season. But anyway, yeah, Max Verstappen, my driver to watch for the day or for the race tomorrow. And yeah, I know. I'm sorry, I didn't cover the midfield much, but yeah, Daniel Ricciardo. I think best to finish is P7. Um, and then I also think the Toro Rossos are also going to make up positions. But I'm gonna say this right now: Williams, Alfa Romeo, and Racing Point, none of them are gonna finish in the points. I'm sorry, but they just haven't been good all weekend long. And yeah, sorry to Lance Stroll and all the Canadians watching this, but I don't think it's gonna happen. But anyway, yeah. Thank you for watching today's video. Hope you guys love it. Make sure to like it and hit like the video and hit that subscribe button. And I will see you guys for tomorrow's race review. Also, really quickly, guys, I want to do a Q&A at some point, so leave your comments in the below.